Hi, I'm Jay.
And I'm Kat.
I'm Mike, and today we're going to talk about my top 5 favorite games of all time. So here we go.
Let's go.
Excitebike for the original Nintendo. Oh my god. They remade it recently, and I love it. You can edit your own tracks. I remember back in the day, my friend got a cartridge. Do you guys remember this? His uncle went to Japan and got a cartridge that had 101 Nintendo games on it.
I had that.
You pop in the cartridge, a huge list pops up, and you can play a whole bunch of games. That blew my mind. 101 games on one cartridge. Like, this is like I'm in the future. And all of the games that were listed there, I kept on going to Excitebike. There was just something about it that I love. I just want to play Excitebike.
How exciting was it?
Exciting!
Even
Original
again.
Nintendo.
Yeah, I know.
Building your own levels.
How did they do it?
It's years before its time.
And we also have a retro review out for Excitebike, and you can check it out here on the annotation. Click the annotation! Another one that's in my top 5, not many people know about, an adventure game that got me into video gaming called The Dig, based on a concept by Steven Spielberg. Developed by LucasArts for the PC, and the story is so in-depth. An asteroid comes to Earth, you're an astronaut, 2 other astronauts, so you go up and you have to save the world. And you're like, wait a minute, this sounds like Armageddon. You go on the asteroid, you plant the nukes, you explode them, and it retracts. And then you actually land on the asteroid. And you go in there and it looks like ruins, like ancient Egyptian ruins in the asteroid. And you're like, wait a minute. And there's like a little puzzle in there. You have to like form a hexagon together with like these stone plates. And the whole asteroid transforms into this glass prism. And what this asteroid really is a spaceship. And it takes you to an alien world.
Wow.
And that's how the game starts.
This game sounds awesome.
And I was like, oh my god, I wish Steven Spielberg did this movie. The huge twist.
Wow!
And so you land on this alien planet. It's an adventure game. There's so many puzzles to solve. I loved it so much. My mom bought it for me and it has a sentimental value to it. And it got me into gaming.
The animations are incredible for back then.
Yeah, sound was amazing. I couldn't believe it. And I loved it. So that's why it's on my top 5.
Get on that, Spielberg.
Another one that's on my top 5, also created by LucasArts, is TIE Fighter. Now I'm not talking about X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. I'm talking TIE Fighter for the PC. Why did they stop making these games?
I don't know. They were good. I had the joystick and everything. I think I had like 4 of those games, and I had all the passwords under my mouse pad so that I could skip ahead in the game once I got to it.
Cheater.
Best flight simulator ever. You can collect all the ships, and there's so many ships to destroy, and the missions were cool, and it was Star Wars, man. Had the original Star Wars sound.
Yes, the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, and actually you hunt it down, and you take them down. You take Han Solo down. What happens? You stun them. You have to capture them. So much fun. I wish they'd make it for the consoles. Another game that's on my top 5, which I love. It's recent Ninja Gaiden, or Ninja Gaiden, however you want to pronounce it.
Ninja Gaiden.
For the original Xbox.
When he got this, he wouldn't shut up. It was constantly, Ninja Gaiden, you gotta flag up because the boss is it's so hard.
Oh my god. I never seen graphics so tight, so fluid on a console at the time.
I like the fact that he said tight and fluid.
Of course you would. You had your sword, but there's other weapons and upgrades you can get. But the sword was still the best. It was so maneuverable, and it was just so crazy. I loved it.
You know why I think you loved it?
Why?
Because it's one of those games I keep talking about that was so impossibly hard.
Yeah.
That even though you wanted to throw the controller through a window or a brick wall, you still would go back and play it because you wanted to get that.
I gotta beat this.
I spent a month. You're right. I spent a month on one boss, but I kept coming back.
You just kept working at it. There was no easy level.
Games gotta get hard again.
You just pushed and push until you got good.
Games gotta get hard again.
It's true. And you're a fucking ninja, man. Well, enough said. I know.
Enough said.
And now the last one on my top 5. This one
makes them wet.
This one broke the mold in gaming. At the time, ID was conquering first-person shooters with Quake, and the Doom. And then along came Valve, and they had a game called Half-Life. What is this Half-Life? Well, it uses the Quake 2 engine, but it looks really good. I don't know much about it. Then it came out. Now let me talk about this for a while. Half-Life was the first game that made me jump from my computer screen. Those head crabs?
I know.
I went, holy shit!
Yeah, those are the ones that look like turkeys, kind of?
Yeah, best AI ever in a video game. The load times are seamless. You walk into another level, it had like a little orange symbol, and that's it.
Yeah, that game.
It's ready.
That game's amazing. The storyline's cool. Everything's good about that game.
What came after that was amazing. We're talking Team Fortress. We're talking Counter-Strike. We're talking Half-Life 2. We're talking Portal. We're talking Team Fortress 2. We're talking Left 4 Dead. All because of Half-Life.
Yeah, without that
This game broke everything. It blew ID Software out of the water. Half-Life changed everything. I can't wait for episode 3. I can't wait for Half-Life 3.
Hey, wait a second. What do you think's gonna happen here? They keep saying, okay, we're gonna make Portal 2 now.
And that's gonna be 2-player apparently.
Yeah, co-op Portal.
That'll be
Holy
crazy.
shit. Then they have Left 4 Dead 3. Whenever that comes out, I can't wait until Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
Holy
and
crap.
I bet you secretly they're updating the engine for episode 3.
Yeah,
There they are.
So that was the first game that really took the idea of first-person shooter and didn't always say, let's just use guns and you blow them away.
Yeah, it's like, let's problem solve. Let's figure out how to get from point A to point B in a creative way. Let's interact with good AI, other characters in the game that move the story along. Like the soldiers in Half-Life, they like scream at you. Nice to have a company like Valve out there developing games because yes, it is a business to them, but they really get it. They really sit down and they go, is this a good game? Is this good gameplay?
Well, I feel like you can go back and play Half-Life and it's still awesome. You're not going to be like,
Yeah.
this is dated, this is shit,
See,
blah, blah, blah. You're going to be like, whoa, I really want to play this,
Well,
and
yeah.
I want to finish this, and I want to play number 2, and then I want number 3 to hurry up and come out.
They're
So it's
really
like-
not just making a profit. They really take their time to figure things out. Like the fact that they released
Look,
this orange
This
box.
is $14 used. It comes with Half-Life 2, Episode 2, Portal, and Team Fortress. Oh my god. Like, this is $14, and these are some of the best games you'll ever play.
Now, Valve, what they could have really done is released all these games for $69.99, but they bundled it in one. Who does that?
These guys aren't one-shot wonders.
No.
I think that these guys could take anything.
They're in it for the long run, and that's really good. It'd be nice to see them try to conquer a racing game or something, or an RPG.
I wouldn't even want to know.
That's
I would
why Half-Life is in my top 5, possibly my favorite game of all time. So please tell us your top 5 favorite games. Comment below, and I'm gonna crowbar Jason.
And I'm going to watch.
And Resident Evil 4. I like that game too. It was good. Bye.
3 kilobytes.